Okay, thank you, Wesley. So today's session, I'm going to ask you 6 questions
Yes.
on LinkedIn, and it's a very
Yep.
basic question, but I think the question is just a trigger, but maybe we can have a free flow conversation from this session.
Yep.
First question is, what really makes you on LinkedIn?
Wow, that's a very interesting question. Thank you so much for having me, Johan. I mean, it's a privilege to get on this call with you. I started using LinkedIn many years ago. Okay, when I say I started, literally I started having an account, and then there's this one notification when you push, you can invite contacts. So I got like a few hundred connections when I get started. However, I just left it empty, vacant there because I felt that okay lah, I just want to manage Facebook and Instagram. After some time, that I met a good friend of mine, Bhavani, and said, "Hey, you should be on LinkedIn since
Mhm.
you're doing B2B." That's when I started. I think it was only like three years ago, probably 4 years ago. That was the time I started to become more active. So when I say active, I started posting contents and engaging people. Now, I still remember when I first started, I was very struggling because I didn't know what to post. I don't know what would work. So I thought that it would be like Facebook. So I thought anything just copy paste would be there. I didn't work out well. However, I think one thing that I really learned along the way is consistency. Even though it got like, comment, no comment, I think it's just a matter of just keep going on until I finally found my step. So I found my right fit on LinkedIn when I started to embark on video. So it was on the early of 2019. In fact, just very recently, early of 2019, when I trace back, my first video posted was in 2019,
Mm.
January 2019. A lot of people thought, hey, Wesley, you've been doing video a lot. No, I just started last year. So I did videos and all. Some of them got good reviews, some of them got good views, some of them got less views. I think it doesn't matter. I think the key is consistency. And that's what I told myself consistently. Sometimes got like, no like, engagement got or no, reshares or not. I think it really doesn't matter because you will need just somebody who will look through your profile today, and the person will go through your activity, go to your post and scroll. Now, because most viewers are silent, and most people would want to see your profile like a library. So that's when I realized, I say, hey, you know what? Just keep doing and just keep going on. And yeah, so video marketing has been something which is very useful for me. In fact, LinkedIn has become the main source of leads for my training right now, training, speaking, and coaching. Yeah.
Mm. Main source of leads, eh?
Yeah, it has become my main source right now.
Okay. Uh,
Inbound, inbound. Yeah.
Inbound, eh? So most of your corporate clients comes from LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, you said just now you found your step. So what step did you really found?
Okay, when I say found my style, I think got two things.
Okay.
Number one, whether that style of posting, that kind of branding suits you or not. Is about
Uh-huh.
internal to external, right? Second is whether whatever that you share, is it catching viewership or not? So that's external. So let's talk about the internal first. Internal means things that you post, things that you do, things that you create. Does it resonate with your personal brand? I think in a very short way is, do you feel happy posting that? So I was very glad. I was very happy posting videos because I've always been following works of people like Peng Joon because
Mm.
I just like the way he do videos, and particularly I like the video shot by him. So I always aspire to do videos like him. So therefore, I attended class about video marketing. A big shout out to my mentor. His name is called David Chua. And because of that, then I fall in love in video marketing. I record videos. I learn about editing. From there, then I do more videos, and then I even hire somebody in my team, PA slash social media, to only help me to edit videos. So yeah, it's been working very well for me because I liked it. I love it. You ask me to shoot videos, I can immediately do it right now as well. So things that make my heart beats fast. So that's
All
that's
right.
the internal part. Now the second thing, it comes with the validation from external point, which means things that you say. Uh, do people really like what you share? Do people learn? Do they find it adding value? And then you might ask me, say, Wesley, just now you say matters and likes don't count. Yes, matters and like don't count initially until you shoot like 30, 50 videos. Now, after you got like 30, 50 videos, then some chances are you will get people who respond and say, hey, whether they like your stuff, they give you feedback or not. Now, after shooting 30, 50 videos, I realized that there are people who reach out to me and say, you know what, Wesley, I've been following your video. Well done. I like your style. It's short, simple, and sharp. And yeah, I would like to see more of your content. So with more and more compliments like this, it reinforces my assumption that this is what the market wants. And
Mm.
hence, so these are the two critical parts when I say is finding the right fit for the market. Yeah.
All right. So meaning that you discover certain pattern how people react, and then you
Yeah.
discover what really results that you should focus on?
Yeah, and I think here's the interesting part, Johan, since you brought this up. Now, I would like to think that every single one have their own set of best practices.
Mm-hmm.
I think the challenge comes is, yeah, people always say do videos like this, correct. That kind of video or pattern works for that particular individual.
Yeah.
I would like to think that every one of us, number one, you're going to work on yourself first. Once you know that, okay, this is what I want, then you go and test in the market. Now, because chances are the way you speak, the way you talk, your personal brand will have a different feedback and a preference from the market. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, you can share best practices, but it's still a matter of execution and validating with your clients.
Mm-hmm. All right. So meaning that just because of you, your result works on video, it's not that you are suggesting everybody should do video, right?
No, I would think it's a good tool. Having said that, I've been teaching people how to do videos like for the past aggressively during this lockdown because I never thought I would have taught people to do video. It's just something that I'm specialized in. Just something that I do. People ask me, Wesley, you should do. Okay lah, I go and do my first one lah. Then I did. And then after along the way, there are more clients asking me because a new way of selling requires video. And then it caught traction. And yeah, I realized that not everybody who's doing video. I would like to think it's a good tool for emotional engagement. Having said that, not a lot of people will prefer that, but it's a good information to have. It's a good tool to have. Now, shooting video may not be only in your face. It could be slides, screen share, tips, demonstration, Facebook Live. It can be many forms. So that's my recommendation for that.
All right. Thank you very much for answering the first question, which I thought is already covered some of the future question that I'm going to ask.
Wesley Chan's problem, talk too much.
The second question is, what is your end goal being on LinkedIn?
That's a good question. My end goal on LinkedIn, I just wish to have a community of people that responses to each other. So I like the feeling of when you have a community. I don't know how we can do on LinkedIn, but on Facebook you can have like your own community in sales that you can scale from there. LinkedIn, I don't know yet. Having said that, I would like a strong community on LinkedIn where a group of like-minded people will actually share resources, comments, engage in meaningful conversations, and they will help each other out. Yeah, so you may not be a group itself, but it's like you build in terms of one extent of time that you will link to a certain people of like viewership, and these are like good friends on LinkedIn, and everybody can chip in, give feedback and all, can validate. After that, this community on LinkedIn can meet face to face. After that, we can share resources, we can form mastermind, and that's what I aspire to have. Yeah.
All right. Okay, cool. You talk about something that I really resonate with, because of at the end of the day, I personally wanted to create a community that turning from offline to online. I think there are a few people that are doing that right now, right? I think there's a LinkedIn, what do you call it? LinkedIn something. People meet up because of LinkedIn platform, and then they meet up. I think
Top Voices.
Top Voices is one, and there is one more, LinkedIn something. I think that was started in the US and endorsed by LinkedIn, and even in Malaysia, there is one chapter.
Top 1% they will meet.
Yeah. So having community, I understand what you mean. But what are the community that you wish to have on LinkedIn? Is there any theme, or is there? I know that you are on sales. Is it LinkedIn sales professionals, or LinkedIn like-minded book readers, or what do you have theme in mind?
Now, if it's a community that I become the tribe leader, I will pretty much want it to be in the line of sales and persuasion. Having said that, I think the power of LinkedIn doesn't only come by what you do. It's because if you get a neutral standpoint, people who are not in sales, you can then have better validation, better feedback, better thoughts. And I think it's the power of LinkedIn. Of course, I talk about sales, but most people who comment are not in the sales background. And the reason because that's when you expose them and you educate them in sales and persuasion. Yeah. So your question is, number one, if it's my own community, I would prefer sales. Having said that, when I talk about and connect with other thought leaders, I want it to be just like-minded people.
Like-minded, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 3.
Yep.
Okay. So far, what is your biggest result that you get being on LinkedIn?
Of course, I can't reveal the customer's name.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So this is I got to bring you back to, I think it happened end of last year.
Okay.
So I've been posting a lot of videos, and all of a sudden someone requested for a motivation sales trainer. And a friend of mine mentioned me and said, you may want to consider Wesley Chan. And I say, of course, thank you very much for that. And I reached out to her and I said, thank you, I have you in mind. And I think whether the deal jalan or not, I think Mew was on me lah. I mean, yeah, remind me I should bring her out for makan. We're not MCO, so get skilled. After MCO. Yeah, so I pitched in and I sent my proposal as usual, and then I connected to the person, I sent my outline, I sent my proposal, and so the person's team liked the idea, and then they arranged for the meetup, and then I went for the pitching, and I got the deal. Now that deal is okay lah. It's okay. It's not like a lucrative deal, right? It's good money. It's good money because it's like I did a few sessions, and particularly because there was a huge company. It's a market leader in Malaysia, which I cannot disclose name.
Okay.
Now, so done with that, right? Interesting part is one, I've done a good job. Hopefully, once I've done a good job, and then they start calling me for more sessions. Now, as of right now, if I'm gonna accumulate that, it has if everything goes well, because we are still having more projects, everything goes well, it's 6-figure deal. Now,
Wow.
Now the interesting part is this. Now, if I track back the roots of it, it came from somebody who watched my videos and recommended to her friend that, hey, you may want to check out Wesley Chan. And now another good advantage that I have is because once I pitched in that deal, because it was on LinkedIn, so what I did was, hey, just in case you want to see my video, pop, here you go. So because I connected with the person on LinkedIn, and because okay, in trainers, everybody say they're good. Everybody will say they're good. You know, everybody say the training is fine. I mean, it's good to have confidence. Now, here's what I would like to think. Now, as much as we think that our training is good, now people need to see you in action. Now, I like this one thing shared recently. I think it was by Ray, and they said this: everybody can. Okay, a lot of trainers can deliver good sessions offline. But not everybody have a strong sense of presence. Not everybody can deliver online. So that's when I say, hey, would you want to check me out? This is my video. You have a look at the video. If you like it, then you can call me out for the pitching. And the person sent the video to the entire team and they liked it, and then arranged for the pitching, and I closed the deal. So now that's the interesting part. And if I trace back, right, it is all because of those videos I've done. Somebody watched it, somebody mentioned me to somebody, and that's how the whole deal got started. So that's like the biggest results I've ever had. That's like the huge enlightenment. I say, hey, I gotta do more video. I think I'm not doing enough. Yeah.
Okay. So how much did you spend on LinkedIn? Spend meaning that are you using premium account or just free account?
Free.
Free account, meaning that the zero investment, except for your time and your effort. But
time, effort, all those background investment and all, yes lah. But I never paid a single cent on LinkedIn yet. Which I'm gonna explore. The LinkedIn premium soon. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what is I think the sales navigator or sales something is only 3,000 plus ringgit. I already checked out. In fact, I already have a conversation with some of the LinkedIn representative. Only 3,000 ringgit. What is only 3,000 ringgit if you can make 6-figure, right? So it's a very quite a manageable number lah.
And the thing is this. Now I like what you say resonates with me. I think another message I want to share out to people is don't jump into investing. Like a lot of people ask me, hey Wesley, I also want to get cameras and audios like you. Now I would like to think that don't straight away jump into investment. You need to know whether it works for you or not. Then you slowly upgrade or invest along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that point. Okay. What? Okay. Based on your opinion, what really works on LinkedIn?
What works for me is if you want to sell, you sell. You want to add value, you add value. I can talk whole day on this. Now, if you want to sell, be upfront and sell. If you want to add value, you add value. Now, here's the thing. I realize that LinkedIn is like any other community. Now, it requires relationship and trust to build before you initiate the sales processes. And I would like to think for you to be a thought leader, for you to be a key opinion leader, let's begin with engaging and providing value to the community. Now, value is a cliche word that everybody uses, right? Value is to provide a solution to your target market's problem. Now, if it doesn't address the people's problem, it's merely cause an opinion. So therefore, let's back to basics again. Number one, who is one target that you want to serve? What content you want to provide in order to solve their pain point? Now, and again, consistently add value and just add, just keep adding value. If you want to sell, you just sell upfront. After that, you just keep adding value and engaging people again. Initiate meaningful conversations, share tips, make your tips simple and sharp. Now, there are many ways to do. It could be videos. I know a lot of people talk about posting and all. Now, based on my experience, videos are very good tool for emotional engagement, which means like, okay, let me share the story of mine, Johan. Another enlightenment moment I have about video creating is I've been posting a lot of videos, and it was last year. I was invited for a conference in Penang, so I went, and as usual, trainers, speakers, and coaches, before our turn to speak, we are needed to sit behind. So when I was preparing my slides and all, chit chat with people, and somebody walked me and said, "Hey, you're Wesley Chan, right?" I say, "Yes," because conference, maybe they know the name lah. "You're the one who always do the video, right?" I say, "Yeah, thanks for following, you are so and so." They say, "Yeah, you're the one with signing off, Wesley Chan." I'm like, wow. So that person know my signature when I end, which is interesting. When you have been doing videos, when they watch your video, they would feel as if they met you before. Then they go like, "Hey, Johan, I've been following your video. Thank you so much for your tips." And they go like, "Yeah, nice to meet you, but I don't know who you are." So videos are very good tools for emotional engagement. Now, here is my enlightenment point. Now, videos may not have the highest reach, because images still have highest reach. Now, but videos are very good emotional tools, which means to show who you are, to show the real side of you. So my take is this: as much as I believe in video, you need to have alternate contents, video, infographic, articles, data, stories, pictures. You need to alternate this. Once in a while video, once in a while video, once in a while video. So yeah. So it's an interesting part. A lot of research that says that video got like 1.7, 2.7 better engagement. To be honest with you, I'm still trying to study this, because my bias experience is video doesn't have much reach compared to pictures alone. So therefore, I'm still exploring and learn along the way. But my take is this: video can definitely make you have a better sense of connection with your audience. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think that is very powerful insights, especially
Yeah.
for someone who are focusing on videos like you.
Yeah.
I did video once in a while, not as often as you, but
Yeah.
maybe just maybe, the views on video they counted differently, because of sometimes people don't click play on videos because of course they are in the office, they don't want to play the video, so that's
You're
why
right.
maybe they don't really get higher reach as compared to pictures. Pictures people just can view wherever they
You're right.
are.
Correct.
Yeah, but I do agree with you. Videos can create an emotional kind of engagement. When you design the signing off Wesley Chan, is that intentional, or is that something like you never thought of, or suddenly people said that, oh yeah, I did that?
Somebody started it. I watched a friend who did this in the recording. So okay lah, I thought that okay lah. So I just started with one or two. Then along the way, because in producing video, I believe in templates, because it's to just guide our train of thoughts. So I decided to just put in my template, and after that, it became like a routine of mine.
All right. Thank you for sharing that.
Unintentionally, yeah.
Unintentionally, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like branding, there is a tagline, so to
Yeah.
hook people, right? So yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's something that I can learn from you as well. Okay, what did work? Okay, what didn't work? So I'm sure that you have a lot of postings, and some posting really work, some posting really go far, but some posting don't really like get engagement, or maybe you said something like you regret posting, or anything that you think didn't work on LinkedIn.
Mm, As of now, I don't have anything I regret posting. Probably because if it doesn't work, you just delete. I don't delete my posts. I just delete if there's like a dual post, because LinkedIn sometimes you post and then two posts get uploaded. Now, what didn't work well for me is I realized that, okay, let's talk about video per se. Let's start with video. I realized that when the video is too technical, when it's like a lot of information, people tend to not finish watching. That's when your viewers will drop, comments and likes will drop. I realized that if there's very technical, very heavy technical videos, then may not work that well. I think it's the same goes to posting and all. If it's like very heavy materials, if you're trying to teach, then you can't. Videos are used to inspire, bite size, small chunks, and one key point. Same idea with posts. If you go like hair wire here and there, disorganized, people won't like it as well. So that's the thing. Now, I think another key thing that I learned along the way is the timing of the posting. So I realized that LinkedIn is very different posting compared to Instagram and Facebook. Instagram, you can post at night at 9 p.m., 12 a.m. LinkedIn, you post at night may not work so well for you. What I also learned along the way from LinkedIn is what didn't work well for me.
So what is the best timing according to your experience posting on?
Morning. I prefer posting in the morning. Yeah, probably 10 all the way until afternoon. Yeah, so that's like my sweet spot.
All right, all right.
Having said that, sometimes I don't follow, but yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes we got inspiration at odd
Yeah.
times, right?
Oh, one more thing I realized it didn't work well for me. I learned this the hard way. So I used to think that people like the professional self in videos and LinkedIn. Not so true in my case. So I used to do a lot of very nice, very perfect deliver. You have very fluent and all. I realized that the ones who work well are the ones behind the scene, are the ones that show the authentic and the real side of you.
Mm-hmm.
So if the post is always very serious about tips, which I did, I realized that once in a while you put a personal side of you, like you can learn things from daily stories, behind the scene. So that would suddenly become a different way to attract people because people can finally see the real side of you, which I think that's a very key thing about content marketing. As much as they want to hear your thoughts, people want to know who you are as a person. So yeah, vulnerability is one. So I used to be very uptight on LinkedIn because I thought that it's about professional self. I learned the hard way. And when you really show yourself, people are like, it doesn't matter if you got pause fillers, you talk slow, fast, you look eyes roll up or down. It really doesn't matter so long as you're being real. So the time that I be real, right, that's the time that I realized that it has opened up a new set of possibility. I start seeing more leads coming in, more people are more connected to me. Yeah, that's what I learned.
Being vulnerable. Don't be too perfect. Don't be like too how to say. I understand what you mean. Sometimes we try to make it like really, really professional of the professional, and no fillers, no nothing, and that makes people disengage a bit.
At least I can speak on behalf of my brand. I can't speak on behalf of those who are very professional in the way you speak because my brand, okay, I train sales. When I say train sales, I really train salespeople who are doing sales. Now, that's why people like people who are more real, more authentic. Now, but if you're in a different area of thought, let's say if you're talking about, I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud, right? If you're like doing executive coaching, maybe my style wouldn't work. Maybe you have more points and all. So it depends on your own target market and see what the target market is like. So my target market that I resonate with are people who just want to be their real self.
Yeah. So if you are like Brian Tracy, you can't do things like silly things. Maybe.
Correct.
I'm not sure. I need to interview Brian Tracy maybe later to find out.
Pop me in there. I'm more than happy to be your moderator.
Okay, so we have come to our last questions.
Yeah, well, so fast.
What would be your advice if someone who really wanted to build their personal branding on LinkedIn?
Turn selling into serving. Don't come on LinkedIn because you want to sell. Turn on LinkedIn because you want to serve. Where it's about meeting people, turning into conversations that matter, meeting people, sharing ideas and thoughts. And another advice for people is LinkedIn is a social media. It's not a selling media. So start to see LinkedIn as a social media. And when I say social media, would also connecting meaningful conversations. Now, and here's one thing I love about LinkedIn, which I want people to experience. Turn your online connections offline. Now, a lot of people say, yeah, let's turn from O to O, offline to online. Good. I believe in O and O, means offline and online, which means, let's say I met you, Johan, on LinkedIn. I will be very happy if I meet you for a coffee, which we met face-to-face before. Now, there are many friends that I have been communicating a lot, and let's initiate like a coffee conversation really face-to-face that would really enhance the relationship between you and the person. And that's what I love, because normally the people that I met on LinkedIn are people of like-minded people. If not, they wouldn't come and comment. And when you meet them face-to-face, the coffee conversation becomes very lengthy because it's like you met them for a long time, but it's just via LinkedIn, and which I really love, because that's when you really meet like-minded people who could resonate with and the values underlying. And that's what I want people to experience. It's not just about applying jobs. It's not just about getting sales. It's about meeting people who resonate with you, This could be your fans, affiliates, marketers, associations. It really doesn't matter. I think it's about having affiliated with the right mind of people, with the right mindset of people out there. LinkedIn can do so. Facebook, I'm not so sure. If I were to chat with people on Facebook, not too sure if I want to meet them as often as I meet LinkedIn. LinkedIn, yes, I have the conviction to meet on LinkedIn.
Right, all right. Okay, since you said very fast we are finishing, and I just wanted to expand on the things that you mentioned at the very end of your sentence just now, Facebook and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
What do you notice the difference? Because I know that you are active on Facebook as well, right? And maybe on Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you think the difference between Facebook and LinkedIn?
Now, okay, it was during the pre-call you mentioned about the profile thing, right? I realized that people will check on Facebook profile, and they will see what posts you have done, what posts you have seen. I mean, the titles at the site are just 1 or 2 liners. Now on LinkedIn, if people hit the profile, then they will see all your experiences and all. So our profile is very important. What we write there is very important. Now the difference between Facebook and LinkedIn. LinkedIn is more towards a professional social network where you don't. Okay, you can post selfies and all. Make sure there's a learning point behind. Now, so the things that you share must be a learning point behind on LinkedIn. Facebook, you can just post like a selfie and just captionless. There'll be a lot of likes coming, right? Facebook, I would like to think is more towards a B2C context. It's more casual, and it's more personal self. It's like what you eat, you can take selfie and so. LinkedIn is more towards high ticket B2C, and it's more towards a B2B. B2B work more. Now, Facebook as well. Facebook is like a connection for friends. LinkedIn is a connection for professional network. Facebook is more targeting if you're B2C, B2B if you're LinkedIn. Having said that, I still get sales from Facebook is because normally these people are like my friends. Yeah. I think that's like the main differences. What else? I don't know. I'm still finding the right word. Facebook, you can be more casual lah. It's the more casual, the weekend posting kind. LinkedIn is the more intellectual kind, more sharing kind, more serious stuff. Yeah. I don't know whether I answered the question, Johan.
Yeah. You did. At least you give some perspective, some context. Because of I just wanted to find out is there any difference, because of most of the time people think that social media is just social media.
Yes, there's a difference. In fact, some of my most of the time I copy paste the same post Facebook and LinkedIn, which I know people say you shouldn't, right? And I realized that the tractions on LinkedIn, most of it will be doing a lot better for LinkedIn. At certain times, they're doing better a lot on Facebook. Now, because my contents are like, I mean, the way I write is around the same as well. So yeah. So my way of writing is more towards the LinkedIn kind, the more serious, the learning, the value part. Yeah.
So how in terms of time, which one do you spend more, and if there is any ratio?
LinkedIn. I spend a lot more time on LinkedIn.
Is there any ratio?
Wow, ratio.
Roughly.
That's a tough question. Maybe 50 for LinkedIn, 30 Facebook, 20 Instagram.
Okay, 50 LinkedIn, 50, 30, 20.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's all that question that I just wanted to ask, and hope that it will benefit. I got a few pointers here. And I think it is some of it just validating some of my perspective towards LinkedIn. But one thing that I really sure that I learned from you is the video part of LinkedIn, and I think that's more that I think I wanted to learn about the video, because of this is like the future generations, and I think that is what in demand in the market right now. People talk about videos, and these are the things that people say that when you are young, you have a lot of disadvantage. But I think in today's world, when you're young, you have a lot of advantage, because of most of the time, old people, it's very difficult for them to learn to create content on videos, and you really utilize what's advantage in front of you.
Correct. That's a good point though. Perhaps you brought another point. Now, for those of you here that you think that you are young, you don't have enough things to add value, I think it's totally relevant now. I felt that too, because I started training at a very young age, and Video, I realized that if you're a younger audience, you have a lot more advantage because we are used to videos. We grew up watching YouTube, we grew up watching videos. So we have advantage shooting videos and so. So those of you out there, if you're a younger audience, like so shoot videos, post, be vulnerable. You have a lot more things to share. Even if you don't have enough, even if you don't have content, do reviews, learn from other people and just do like a summary video. That will help a lot. That would really help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Wesley. And I hope that I'm not sure this video, who's going to watch this video, if there's any, but I really find it very, very useful. Thank you very much. And signing off.
Nice.
Yeah, signing off, Wesley Chan and
Bye
Johari.
bye. Signing off, Wesley Chan. Bye bye.